That night you toss and turn on your mattress. It's freaking hot tonight. You stab at the darkness to reach the phone laying somewhere beside you. Feeling plastic on your fingertips, you pick up the phone, the dim light bathing your face. Maybe just a few minutes online will help me sleep. You open your messages to reread the conversation you had with Morris after you got home earlier today. Made the bookings for tomorrow. Our cover story is that we're all just friends who are on vacation. I even rented a car. The next message is a picture of Morris next to a yellow Beetle car. Is that a car for us or a family of ants? It was the cheapest rental on the lot. Just make sure you're packed and ready. Bring essentials like food and water. Clothes aren't important. Remember, we're hunting a ghost, not going on a vacation. You replied with a sticker of a DD14 night giving a thumbs up. The conversation ended with Morris saying he'd pick up everyone at your place come morning. A hushed groan escapes your lips. Just the thought of how tomorrow will go makes your heart race. That is until Toast's loud snoring derails your train of thought. As you watch him sleep peacefully on the sofa next to you, you can't help but feel a little envious of how he easily falls asleep. Is that fucking Spanish? You hear the words of a certain angel echo within your mind. Who's Toast? You suppose you could just ask him directly, but would he tell you the truth? Staring at your phone, your finger hovers over the web browser. Intrigue and anxiety now sits on your chest, their weight growing with each passing moment. You know you won't be able to rest until you try. You open the search window and key in what you remember of Toast's real identity. Thomas Arendo, 1993, and Los Angeles. A series of newspaper clippings appear in the top search results. What's all of this? You'll click on a true crime blog. It appears to compile all sorts of information on past crime stories that happened around the world. The one on Toast reads, May 13, 1993, residents of an apartment building in Leicester Street received a rude awakening by the LA police force. Thomas and Chilo Orderondo were found dead in their apartment surrounded by $100 bills amounting to $10,000 soaked in their pools of blood. Neighbors reported hearing the brothers arguing, but were unsure of the details, before hearing multiple gunshots emanating from the apartment unit. The murder weapons were identified as guns belonging to both victims. Fingerprints on the weapons helped investigators to surmise that the brothers shot each other during their argument. In a statement by Chief Officer Harrison, it was stated that tension had been building between the brothers for a significant period of time prior to the altercation. According to neighbors, the brothers said they never got along ever since Chilo began law school. Chilo at that time had recently passed the Nevada bar exam, while Thomas was notoriously known for working with the local crime syndicate. Some allege Thomas ran illegal gambling dens, drug trafficking, and was involved in several unsolved murders at the time. Thomas had already been on the police's watch list for a long time. Neighbors would describe him as a rage-filled hyena who took pleasure in harassing and threatening people. Toast snores loudly. You gasp and turn off your phone. The hyena shifts around on the sofa before turning away from you. Your heart races as you've run a mile. There's no way you can sleep now. Once the coast is clear, you continue reading throughout the night. Not much else is said about Toast in the blog. After that point, it went into a discussion of the evidence found at the scene, in particular noting a stray cigarette butt despite neither of the brothers having a history of smoking. The blog ends with the history of Club 8 and its notoriety over the years. What? That can't be it. You scour the web for more information, but the other sites merely regurgitate the same details over and over. After a while, you give up your investigation, finding yourself staring blankly at the ceiling. until eventually you're too exhausted and fall asleep despite the hints of sunrise outside. For a while, your mind is blank, peaceful, serene. Then your eyes snap open, your brows slick with sweat, the thought of Toast having murdered his brother tormenting you upon your awakening. Morris arrives around 8 in the morning. You, Lucian, and Toast gather around, ready to depart. You stand as idle as you can while actively keeping your head from drooping. Your body suddenly jolts forward as an icy sensation prickles through the fur on your neck. You spin around to see Morris holding a can of cola while nonchalantly taking a sip out of another can in his hand. Yow, what was that for? You look like death warmed up. Stay up all night playing video games or something? No, it's nothing like that. I just read something uncomfortable last night. Your pupils turn to the hyena now arguing with Lucian on how the bags should be stacked. Morris doesn't seem to join the dots. Well, I can't have you passing out on us. Do you want to sit this one out? No, I'm good. Let's go. You down the soda Morris gives you and you toss the can into a nearby bin. The four of you enter the cramped car and take off for the End Hotel. Morris is in the driver's seat while Lucian calls shotgun, so he's in the front too, leaving you and Toast to share the back seat. You wind the windows down for a while You wind the windows down a while back after realizing a rental car's AC was busted. As time passes, the concrete jungle of Kibbleton is replaced with lush open fields. Kibbleton is known for its produce, but you rarely get to see the proof in person. Your eyes wander over to the scenery speeding by. You breathe deeply, and distinctively crisp morning air fills you. It's nice to appreciate peace while you have it. Lucian is sticking his head out the car door, seemingly panting as the wind blows against his face. Whoa, that's a scarecrow. Toast leans over your side of the seat and also sticks his head out the car. Woohoo, get a load of this air. While he is enjoying the scent of the countryside, you get a face full of toast around behind. This goes on for several minutes before Morris starts talking. Hey Lucy, mind grabbing the folder I have beside me? Lucian sticks his head back inside the car. It's Lucian. He reaches for the yellow folder next to the board seat. Open it and read it out loud. It's everything you all need to know about the hotel. Through the rearview mirror, you catch Morris staring daggers at you. He's serious. You grab Toast by the wrist and pull him back in. He pants heavily and looks at you. Dude, you should try it. It's pretty fun feeling the wind in your fur. Yeah, maybe later. Morris has something for us to hear. Lucian, give us a reading. The hotel was built 22 years ago in the year 2000. The original owners were an elderly couple who always dreamt of owning their own hotel. I thought old people just wanted their kids to call more. You stare blankly, your mind adrift in a sea of thoughts. He killed his brother. A year after the hotel's grand opening, the business was struck with misfortune. A businessman fell from the hotel rooftop and died instantly. But is it true? I mean, he's from the Underworld, so it's no surprise he did something bad. I thought he was just bluffing, acting all tough to get what he wants. How could he be someone who would actually go through with a murder? The witnesses said the body looked strange, like it was all shriveled up. I feel shriveled up inside. Why does it matter so much that he killed someone? Big deal. I've seen the souls of killers dozens of times. The car hits a bump and you all lurch forward. Toast puts a hand on your back. You okay, buddy? You seem out of it. Yeah, I'm good. Thanks. Lucian flips through the rest of the folder. The hotel returned to business as usual, but ever since then, guests would report many strange occurrences. I know why this stings more. I think he's beginning to rub off. Not up. Get it together, brain. Objects moving about, people entering rooms from different time periods. Overall, the guests said they were drained by the end of their stay. Your head throbs with a dull pain as you piece together fragments of Toast's actions, but now in a new light. He wanted to smash a brick into Morris's head. He called it a little bump. But what if it's the corruption? How much has he been influenced by it? What does that mean? It means the entity in the hotel has an all-you-can-eat buffet of soul energy from the guests. Jump to the last page, Lucian. In the last 2 years of the hotel, In the last 2 years, the hotel is now under the management of the original owner's grandchildren. While no more deaths have been reported over the last 20 years, several guests have gone missing. Investigations found no evidence that could be tied to the hotel or its staff. We're looking at maybe five different disappearances since the first death. It's a patient ghost. It knows not to cause too much trouble, or the hotel will close. Ha! Bet it won't be smart enough to take us on, right, partner? Yeah. You look nervously at the ghost, then turn away from him. I need to confirm this with him. I need the truth. I'll reveal the plan when we get there. Why then? Because I can tell that Kobu isn't paying attention. Isn't that right, Kobu? Huh? Yeah, sure. With that, Morris speeds off to the hotel. It's noon by the time you approach your destination.